How to use Monday.com's automations. Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how you can automate your tasks here on Monday.com and reduce your time in doing tedious status updates and notifications and having to text people to notify them when a task is done, when all of those things can be automated here. Now, before I get started, I have to say that automations are a feature that is limited to the premium versions of Monday.com. If I go over here and show you guys, you can see automations are only available on the standard version of Monday.com, which costs $10 per person per month, or per seat per month as Monday.com calls it. And then even then you're only going to get around 250 automations, and I do think 250 automations are more than enough, but if you're running a very large firm, then you might have to even upgrade that as well. If you have several different categories within your firm or your business, if you have a separate IT team, marketing team, sales team, then automations are definitely going to be a part of all of those teams, and all of them are going to want to opt for as many as they can. So that is something to keep into mind, that you're only going to be able to use this on the standard version. But now going back to Monday.com. Now you can see over here I have this empty board, and I'm going to name it schoolwork. Now I'm going to group this by this month. And then I'm going to start adding tasks: English, reading 1, math. I'm going to add a few more tasks to show you guys how you can automate them. So like this. So once you have all of your tasks added, you can add more columns to better categorize your tasks. So over here, you're going to assign the person, and I have only myself in this board, so I'm just going to assign everything to myself. Then you have your general status. You can remove this column as well, but I find it to be useful. And then you have your due date. What I am also going to do is I'm going to add another status, and this status is going to denote priority. And once I have done that, I'm going to click on add and edit labels, and I'm going to remove the labels that are automatically put in, and I'm going to add my own. So I'm going to have high, urgent, and add a new label, low. And I'm going to make high priority things I can't find a bright red. I'm going to make urgent priority things gray. And then I'm going to make low priority things green whenever. And then I'm going to add the urgent one here at the bottom. I'm going to make that. So I'm going to add some priorities here. And now I'm going to set up my due dates: 7th, then the 8th, then the 9th. Now, to add your automations, what you are going to do is you're just going to open up the board where you want to add your automations. You're going to click on this automate little icon at the top right. Once you click on that, it's going to pop up this board, and here you can see some of the basic categories of automations that are available. So let's take a rundown. When someone adds a new item, it can be assigned creator as a person. So whenever a new item is added, the person that creates the item can be the assignee of that project. So if it's a general management board of your entire class, whenever a classmate adds their own project, they can be automatically assigned to it. Or you can see when a status changes to dash notify someone. So this automation is, so maybe if my low priority status changes to high priority, then I can be notified. Or when a status of stuck changes into completed, I can be notified, or some other manager or supervisor could be notified. After that, when a certain date arrives, notify someone. So if it's 3 days before like a very large event, then it could notify someone. Then you have some of their featured automations, and you can see the parts that have been made in bold are the sections that you are going to edit yourself. So these are the empty categories you're going to fill out. So when all the sub items of a item have a certain status, you can notify someone. So if maybe if I have maybe AP English, so let's say I have English reading, and I'm going to add a few sub items. So reading CH1, CH2, CH5, 6, like this, CH3, add, And if I click on automate, go into that automation we just read about, which is one of their featured automations. So when all of the sub-item columns so when everything is completed to done, it's going to notify me. And add to board, and you can add like a custom message like, hey, homework or English homework is complete. And this is really good if you're a student and you want to notify your teachers, or if you're a teacher and you're very hands-on. It can even be used in case of parents, and you're monitoring your child's progress. You can monitor it over here and have your own notifications and allow them the freedom of adding and setting up their own project management. And I'm going to add this to the board. So when all of these sub items have been converted into done, I'm going to get notified. So I'm just going to move them to done. And right now you can see I just opened up my notifications and my automation has just sent me the notification for, hey, English homework is complete once I change the status. And this is how easy it is to add your own automations. You can even add custom automations. So maybe whenever the Calculus 1 status is changed into urgent, I want to be notified. So right now let's make it low. And I'm going to click on automate. I'm going to click on add new automation. And when a priority changes to urgent, notify me with this message. Hey, do your homework now. I'm going to add this to board. And now if I take a look at my priorities, and I'm going to change the priority to urgent. And now you can see over here, I have two little notifications. If I open these up, hey, do your homework now, hey, do your homework now. So I got two notifications for my status changes or priority changes. And this is how you set up automations here on Monday.com. It's very easy and simple. I hope you guys found this helpful and you're now able to set up your own automations as well. Now, although setting up your automations on Monday.com is very easy, I do find that automations are a feature that is only exclusive to paid or even the second highest version of Monday.com. And a lot of people might be wondering, after their free trial ends, they're used to automations and they're used to having so many integrations, that what should you do if you cannot pay for the premium version of Monday and you have to still use automations? Well, I do have two alternatives in that situation. First off is probably checking out ClickUp. Now you can see over here in ClickUp, in their free forever version, they allow you 100 automations per month, and that is a pretty decent amount of automations. You're not going to have to pay for them, and you are going to be able to get the same kind of functionality as you got here on ClickUp. The setting up process of Monday.com automations is very similar to ClickUp. So if you're transferring from Monday.com and your premium trial has expired and you still want to use automations, you can transfer up to ClickUp where you're going to get 100 automations. Alongside that, if you don't like ClickUp and their platform, if you still want to use automations and cannot use Monday, I would suggest that you take a look at Trello. Trello has a very similar work experience to Monday.com, and it will allow you 250 automations per month, which is even more than ClickUp. Generally, all three of these platforms are pretty similar, and you're going to be able to easily transfer all of your data and information. And you're easily going to be able to transfer all of your data, information, due dates, tasks, all of that between these three. I would suggest if you're already set up on Monday, go for a premium version on Monday. But if you want to exclusively use the automations for free, do definitely check out ClickUp and Trello. I hope you guys found this video helpful and you're now able to set up your automations on Monday, and I will catch you guys in the next video.